Let's get some analysis now. Greg Sheridan joins me, as always, foreign editor at The Australian. Greg, what do you make of Kurt Campbell's comments, and what other nations would be in the frame to join into AUKUS?
Well, Kieran, second question first, I guess. Japan, Canada, France, but India possibly. Look, Kurt's position is complicated. He's the father of AUKUS, and he is the chief sort of Asian alliance guy in the Biden administration. He was the dominant figure in the first Obama administration, and when he was there, Obama had good Asia policy, and when he's with Biden, he'll probably force through reasonably good Asia policy, but it's very heavily dependent on him. Also, it's a bit hard to know exactly what he means. He did say very clearly the nuclear submarine technology will only be Britain, Australia and the United States. That's the only stuff that really counts. All the other stuff, artificial intelligence and so on, we were already very closely cooperating with the Americans on that anyway. And then some of these other allies, like if France got involved, the US doesn't share with them some of the things it shares with us. For example, we're the only country in the world that has the Growler electronic warfare planes apart from the US. So a lot of this is kind of smoke and mirrors and presentation and everything. I thought Kurt Campbell's more interesting comments were his very trenchant statement that no nation in history has given us a stronger, faster, more menacing military build-up than China. And I think that was pretty worrying.
Yeah, well, in that context, what do you make of this review from the Pentagon, which has called for an upgrade of its bases, its base in Guam, but also its rotation, the level of rotation of its forces and hardware through Australia as well?
So in itself, Kieran, this is a very good thing. The Australians getting more involved in Northern Australia. This is overwhelmingly a good thing. However, paradoxically, it contains a real danger for Australia. And I write about this in The Australian tomorrow, where I reveal a decline in our own defence capability that has just occurred. We are doing less for our own defence, even as we do more with the Americans. Now, for the Americans to be more committed to our security, that's obviously a good thing. You know, it's not the 800-pound gorilla in the room, it's the 8,000-pound gorilla in the room, the United States of America. But America itself sometimes encourages unwittingly in its allies a kind of learned helplessness where you all become like the Afghan government. In the end, what you're doing for your own defence is trying to engage the Americans, and you're not doing anything yourself. Oh, I've spoken on your program before, Kieran. We don't get submarines for God knows how many decades. We don't get frigates until the middle of the 2030s. And I will be writing tomorrow about a decline in our defence capability. So at the same time as we're getting closer to the Americans, which is a good thing, a very bad thing is that we're actually not doing anything significant to bolster our own military capabilities. And that is intensely dangerous, because if the Americans ever lose interest in us for one reason or another, we'll be very naked.